A big PlayStation 5 game is said to be 100% coming, and that is a new Silent Hill game. Apparently, it started development in early 2019. We'll talk about that. Also, PlayStation Now has gotten a nice update with a couple of major games being added. Still not at the level of Game Pass, but definitely making strides from its initial offerings, especially when it was $20 a month and it was only streaming. It's a lot better now, so we'll talk that. And also, the murder mystery adventure game Rain Swept is coming to PS4 on July 21st, coming to other platforms thereafter. So we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, a new Silent Hill game started development in early 2019. Series is 100% coming back, says Leaker. This is coming from Aesthetic Gamer, who's been on point in regards to the leaks of horror games, and he noted 100% Silent Hill is coming back. That I can say with certainty and have been saying since the start of this year. A Japanese developed Silent Hill game started dev at the beginning of 2019, a bit of planning and work done at the end of 2018 as well. The two most likely times will be in August, September. August, there is a planned state of play in response to Microsoft's July event with new announcements. September, there's a thing planned around TGS. I don't know specifically. I'll tweet when I do. So interesting also, before we talk about Silent Hill, how there's this point-counterpoint game being played by Microsoft and Sony right now in the time that we're in, and, information just trickling out month by month, and these events, we know they're coming, however, they're being hidden, and now we know Microsoft's Game Showcase is going to be on July 23rd. Sony's going to counter back in August. You're damn right that Microsoft is going to counter back with another presentation in August or September, and there is that budding rivalry going on right now. If you see the barbs over on Twitter and things like that, there's definitely a friendly rivalry going on, and honestly, it's probably a little bit more than just a friendly rivalry, considering this is going to be a big battle, and I think it's going to be a lot heated than last generation. I think Microsoft has the fundamentals in place where this time around, the Series X is going to do really, really well, and I think that's why we haven't heard about a price point yet, because no one wants to be the first one to flinch. They want to get the information out when they have an idea of what the competition is going to do. But in regards to Silent Hill, I think this is fantastic. You're really seeing Sony set the table for a quality first-party lineup of games on the PlayStation 5. When you have Ratchet, when you have Horizon, Demon's Souls Remake, those games are already big-budget IPs that are well-known by the consumer. Silent Hill adds to that, but then you've also got new IPs like what's coming from Housemarque and a lot of other games that do shake up the fray. And that's what you really need. You'll want a mixture of notable IPs, well-known franchises, and that's great. That's going to get people's foot in the door, but you can't spam the same franchises over and over again to the point of no return, because then franchises start to lose their steam. That's why you also want to build up new IPs in the process. They did that with Horizon. They did that with Marvel's Spider-Man, and Sony's been doing a really good job always keeping like a revolving door of IPs. They can take an IP away for a little bit, but then they'll bring something back in, and that's what's happening with Silent Hill. And if this is coming to the PS5, that would be a major coup for them and definitely a system seller to a lot of people. Horror games in general right now are really popping off. You've got games like Resident Evil really coming back. Silent Hill coming back as well would definitely add another layer to the horror game offerings, and as a PS5 exclusive, that would definitely be a major win by them. But we'll wait to hear more on that, and probably we'll hear about that relatively soon, either in August or September. Alright, moving on from that, PlayStation Now has added Watch Dogs 2, Street Fighter 5, and Hello Neighbor to this lineup. 3 titles joined the lineup in July. Watch Dogs 2, I think, is a very notable addition, given that Watch Dogs Legion is on the horizon, so this is definitely going to be a quality addition, and Watch Dogs 2 was a very good game, so definitely happy about that. Street Fighter 5, on the other hand, it's Street Fighter 5, not the craziest game in the world, but still a notable IP, and just with the basis that it's on the service, I think it'll be a game that people see on the service and be like, hey, I'll check out Street Fighter 5. I don't think that's a game that'll get people's foot in the door to download or sign up for PlayStation Now, but I do think it's a solid offering. Hello Neighbor wasn't really my cup of tea, but that will be added as well, so pretty good offerings there. Again, when you comparatively speak, the Game Pass offerings and the PlayStation Plus offerings, the additions every month, I mean, you gotta compare them. They're the same price, same offer, or yeah, same style of game delivery, with PS Now also offering streaming, but the offerings on Xbox Game Pass, they're just disgustingly better than PlayStation Now. But that's just on basis that Xbox Game Pass is such an insane value. PlayStation Now is still a solid value. You got quality games like Control on there, Watch Dogs 2 being added, a lot of games are on there, Marvel Spider-Man, I believe GTA 5 is still on there. There are quality games as a part of Game Pass, or I should say, there are quality games as a part of PS Now that make it absolutely worth a sign up if you're interested in some of those games. It's just, in comparison, it does lag behind a little bit. I will give them a lot of credit. The PS3 offerings on PS Now, top notch. Those are really good, and if we had a way to download them, they would be even better, but nevertheless, good enough for what it is. Lastly, I do want to note that the murder mystery adventure game Rainswept will be coming to PS4 on July 21st. This game looks pretty cool. Released on PC back in February of 2019. Not a lot of people checked it out, but it did have a very positive reception, 91 user reviews, and 90% positive. The game notes, Rainswept takes you on an emotional adventure in a small town affected by a double shooting. Join Detective Stone and unravel entangled threads of love, relationships, and unresolved trauma in this character-driven murder mystery game. Detective Michael Stone arrives in the small town of Pineview to assist the local police force with a seemingly simple case. A couple is found dead in their kitchen. The locals believe it to be a case of murder-suicide, their speculation fueled by rumors of the turbulent nature of the couple's relationship. Help Stone, assisted by the driven and empathetic Amy Blunt, discover the truth behind Chris and Diane's story, but be warned, the further he pursues the case, the more his own past shall come back to haunt him, and the closer his sanity will be pushed to the edge. Man, this game sounds really interesting. I kind of want to jump into it and play it on PC now because this game looks pretty cool, and I love this mystery detective style genre. I love that genre in terms of television shows as well. That's probably my go-to genre for television shows, even though I'm not a big TV watcher these days, but nevertheless, that is the genre that I am most into. True Detective, things of that nature. But Rainswept looks pretty interesting. Definitely going to keep an eye on this one, and it's out July 21st. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, at this point, looks 100% certain that Silent Hill will be coming to PlayStation 5 as an exclusive. That is a huge coup for Sony, and that would be a major acquisition for them. To have that IP still relevant, dropping on the PS5, pretty big deal. PlayStation now has Watch Dogs 2, Street Fighter 5, and Hello Neighbor, and murder mystery adventure game Rainswept coming to PS4 on July 21st. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.